kids were going to be like the next big thing had this had gone according to plan. I mean,
yeah,
for the most part, they're getting exposure, but they're not getting the credit, you know, that I think they are, that is, you know, owed to them. You know, if had they stayed alive, they would be reaping the benefits of what's going on right now.
I'm waiting for this to get interested.
So I got something real, so I got something real special for you that I think you really like.
In a concise one-sentence pitch, please.
In a one-sentence concise pitch. The graduation party is a television.
Stop right there.
No, sir.
I am giving you 3 minutes.
Okay, well, I guess I do need to get to the hook.
It has been done to death, and no. Who wants to see another one of those? Not me, not anybody I know. This is about a bunch of 20-somethings, self-pitying, boring young people.
There is one thing that makes this special, and if you would just do me the honor of clicking on the, if you look at your email and pull it up right there on that screen, I got a link right there on the subject line. You just click that. It's going to take you to a page, a YouTube page, 22 seconds. Just watch that, and it'll give you the answer you're looking for right now.
I have it right here.
All right, pull it right up.
I will do that.
Okay, I'll wait right here.
The big story in Action News is the multi-alarm fire that turned a $5 million, 22,000 square foot mansion into charred embers. A couple of firefighters were hurt there. Kenneth, how are they doing?
I don't see what the big deal was. There was no problem with them being filmed. People are filmed all the time at parties or wherever it is, you know, and
You're right to their own lives.
yeah, but you know, when you're at a party, there's nothing that's private. There was no privacy at parties.
That's for you. Wanna scream to you my honesty, but is honesty the best that I can do? It's colder than when we came. Darkness, it burns in our eyes. And this loneliness, it chills me to the core. Till we see that there's no loneliness at all. Help me, help me, help me to see who I've become. Help me, help me, help me to see who I've become. The dawn, it will be here soon. And the chill will have melted away. Oh, and you, my love, will see the sun again. And this emptiness will be filled with love again. Help me,
new footage, which has usually been sent to the DC office of the FBI, who's not even handling this. It's the New York office that's been handling this interrogation. But the TV series on the 21st of August has been released. The trailer for the graduation party, which is going to be the name of the series, was released. But here on the 21st of October, the shit has really hit the proverbial flat screen. I don't know what to do, what to say next, other than they're not dead and we're not sure why. This is Mr. Lee. I don't have a lot of time, but I heard with you're with the FBI. I'd like to accommodate you any way I can, but I don't have much time, so if you could cut to the chase, so to speak.
Well, Mr. Lee, this is Bo Broussard. I'm actually with the New York Attorney General's office, and I'm giving you a call in regards to some found footage you may have in your possession.
I suppose, since I've been in this business a lot of years, sir, and I'll admit, when this thing came in anonymously, you must know by now that it came in anonymous, and we still don't know who it came from. But yeah, this was some material that the best of us, the most professional among us, we still don't know what to make of it, heads or tails. And we were about to call you. I got to tell you, we weren't trying to pull any funny stuff, but we just didn't know what we had.
Yeah, they're always about to call. Let's go back to the tape, okay? You said it came anonymously. Did that come through the mail?
By Federal Express, huh?
And do you still have the envelope that it came in?
Absolutely, sir. I mean, we're not idiots. I mean, we are. We ain't from West Virginia. They all died. They died burned alive. That's how they died. You have to understand that this is footage, 9 hours of footage we have of these people's last few hours on Earth. Okay, that's just compelling television right there in and of itself. This is a game changer. This is a TV history kind of thing. But I'll tell you this: we got 9 hours of it.
A game changer. I do believe.
Yes, this is. You know, these kids will be stars. They'll be major stars. They'll be dead stars. They'll be dead, but they'll be stars. You know. The following audiovisual exhibits are pertaining to a special investigation by the FBI in a mini series that we'll do, say, over 5 weeks. Hour a week.
Quite intriguing. It really is.
It makes it.
I cannot recall any reality show, so-called reality show, with death as a prominent feature. And I cannot believe I'm saying this. So intrigued, I want to know myself how much.
Well, we could do this up right and do this 8 ways to Sunday. I mean, this is a property that just grows and grows. We'll do a book. We'll make it into a Twilight kind of book for the teenagers. I mean, we'll go on the web. We'll do the whole damn shebang. I swear, it's going to be merch you see in heaven. I'll tell you, it is vertically integrated, and it is capitulated, and it's going to be manipulated, and it's going to be reticulated. Have you seen it, sir? What do you think? Ain't that a game changer? I mean, ain't that a game changer? Can you believe them boys and girls went down like that? This is fascinating because we don't even know. It could have been a suicide pact. It could have been a murder. It could have been a cult thing. It could have been an accident. It could have been arson. It's like, what happened? We don't even know what happened. So we're like in the middle of the story. The story ain't just in that footage of their death. It ain't just there. It's this fire that killed them, that robbed them of this adulthood, of this life they could have had. It's fascinating.
Father, it is like nothing that has ever been on TV.
It's bold. It's big. It's bold and big. You know what I'm saying? I can see this going bold and big and to the moon. June the 1st, apparently the Westchester coroner has confirmed now that 18 in fact are dead. 18 bodies have been found at the tragic inferno of the graduation party, as the national media has called it. The actual audio of the call 911 has just been released.
Are you saying every one of them? How many were there?
Well, it was about 18, and that wasn't all of them. Turns out a couple of them had left the party for unrelated reasons, and it seems as though...
You know for a fact that they were home and they were burned alive.
Oh, yeah, the bodies were found, and it was identified, dental records, correlated, the whole damn, shit shebangle. I mean, turns out one of these kids, it was one of the girls. One of the kids that died, this is a daddy who was a very powerful man. He was a South Carolina senator, actually. And he got those FBI boys involved. And he's getting some federal investigation involved because he wants to figure out... Well, I believe, I'm afraid he is Republican. But, sir, the thing you have to... It is too bad. It is too bad. But they did the tracking down and talking to everyone they found. But what he's doing, and it's good for the drama, is the fact that we'll be following this in a parallel sense to all these other, kind of retrospective events. A couple people actually left the party. If you really think about this, and this is like Fellini meets, I don't know, man. It's just like out there. So I'll send them over by carrier to you along with the contracts. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Nice talking to you. We'll good doing business with you. And we'll talk about the premiere. And we'll take a meeting in about a month or so. Maybe down in Philadelphia at your place, all right? You take care now. I'll send over some shortcakes to you. All right? I promise, sir. It ain't what they say that makes them interesting. It ain't any of the plot lines, from a love triangle to a marriage proposal that's accepted then rejected in a betrayal and cheating between many different couples, and a baby lost in an abortion, and a pregnancy that happens unexpectedly, and a mushroom trip. A mushroom trip where a woman talks to her future self. It's out there.
Rob, one firefighter suffered a minor burn, the other a minor injury to his back, so they will be okay. About 20 minutes ago, Ithan Avenue reopened and crews cleared the scene. We've also learned this house had an alarm and sprinkler system to help prevent it from a major fire. Well, it appears that system was no match for whatever started today's fire. This is the new video tonight of firefighters in Radnor Township doing what they can to save this $5 million mansion. Throughout the evening, dozens of firefighters put out the hot spots of the fire that ripped through this 19-bedroom house and left behind this burned-out shell on Ithan Avenue.
I thought it was a bloody shame, actually, because it's such a pretty house.
Retired businessman Wayne Lewis owned the 6-acre estate in the 70s. As Chopper 6 HD hovered over, he watched the inferno eat away at the roof of his former home.
When we moved in, it was really quite nice, and we lived there for several years, and then we finally moved out because it was just a tad big.
The house is so big, the family living inside didn't even know there was a fire until the alarm system sounded and alerted firefighters around 2:30 p.m. The Canadian renters got out safely with their pets. Firefighters worked for 3 hours to contain the fire.
Just a tough fire. It was a slate roof, trying to get through the roof to get to the fire, and the fire was underneath it real heavily. And it's just hard to put out a fire that it contained with that much heat.
Current owner Gerald Badoff was trying to sell the French chateau, which was called Bloomfield Estates. The home, with its high ceilings and beautiful ballroom, was built in the 1920s by a wealthy Philadelphia industrialist as a wedding present for his daughter. Several decades ago, another fire took out the roof of the mansion. This time, those like Elaine Scherer, who know this historic home, are not confident it will be restored.
It's sad. It's another piece of history that's disappearing.
We should also mention this house and the property were used in several movies over the years, including a thriller called Safe, which comes out later this month. The fire marshal says he could have a cause of the fire as early as tomorrow. Reporting live here in Radnor Township, Kenneth Moten, Channel 6 Action News.
Thank you, Kenneth. We have more chopper video from the Mainline Mansion fire at our website, 6abc.com. And we invite you to take a look at our popular slideshow of images from the scene.
I just got the news about the The following audiovisual exhibits are pertaining to a special investigation by the FBI and to ABC Universal, to Comcast, and to all the especially Robert Bryan, COO of programming there, who I grew up in Louisiana with Mr. Robertson. He's the last man I'd ever want to alienate from something like this. So it's like I just want to get it on the record that I did not have any knowledge of this, and I sincerely I apologize for what to the families that who went through such an ordeal for so long, for those months. I mean, for how many, 3 or 4 months they're going on where they thought the child had died, and then to see it coming on TV and to be getting these checks, to be getting paid for the death of your child is just, I mean, it's the worst thing in the world that can happen, combined with a good thing that makes it all upside down and sideways. And I'm a part of it, and I'm the genesis of it. And the project came to me, and I could have ignored it. I mean, yeah, the FBI, I had to watch those things because they came to me. But hey, I don't know, fate or destiny sent them to me. I thought I hit the jackpot when I got those tapes, and I sat down and watched a few of them with those FBI agents. But now looking back, be careful what you wish for. I might have been a little bit crass early talking about my 10% on this next season, and while that is accurate, I'll get paid. And, so I got something real special for you that I think you really like.
Just in a concise one sentence, please.
By no means am I doing it opportunistically. Frankly, I see this as an attempt to bring closure on something that was going to be widely misunderstood. I mean, the public's going to eviscerate these people. They're going to think they're nothing but opportunistic pieces of shit that exploited and manipulated the American public. And frankly, I don't think these kids had done that. Maybe there's one or two of them did, but I don't think they all should be blamed and have their life ruined like that. So I'm just going to try to help these boys and girls, and I want to help myself, frankly, and help me in my own. So I'm going to do that, and I just want to make this little, shitty ass with my damn camcorder, just for the record, that I knew nothing about this, and I stand by that, and I'll testify that in the court of law, in any court of law. In up here, in California, down south in Dixie, wherever you want to say it, I will. As long as it's on American soil, I will testify, and as long as my hand can be pulling that Bible, and I can swear to God, I will. God help me. Praise Jesus. Here and now, I'm packed up, and I'm ready to go, and I'm going to see this thing through, and
My mind is running away.
I appreciate that, sir. That's very exciting. I'm glad I didn't have to go to auction. I didn't have to play some of these hardball games with Disney and all the other guys. So I really appreciate doing direct business with you. And I hope Comcast, NBC, and the whole Universal family really, really benefits from this package. Because I'm telling you, this thing's going to be special. Going to go to the moon. Going to go to the moon. I swear that. All right? I want to talk to you later, sir. All right? You take care now. I'll send over some shortcakes to you. I'll send over some shortcakes to you. All right? I promise, sir. Take care now.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Later.
The most shy and ugly people in the world, they might be on camera. Sure, we see them on TV all the time,
Feel like dying. If you feel you can't stop crying, no. Everybody's on your case, and nothing's going your way. And it's hurting just knowing there's a next day. You're trying to hold on, so you keep on going. Inside you're feeling lost, know it's showing. I can see the pain in your eyes. You shouldn't have to lie, 'cause everything's not alright. Tell me how you do it. I ain't my strength. You don't have to pull through it.
It's nothing but some legal protection of mine. My personal attorney advised me to do this because I gotta leave to go get them boys and girls down there. I'm not going to disclose right now where I found out where they are, but I did, and I am going to see this right. I got to fix some things with relationships I have in the industry if I want to keep working in this industry. I mean, I'd like to retire, but I don't know if I can afford it. I'm getting married soon, and it's all happening real fast. So I'm going down there to fetch these people, and I'm getting them signed up for the season 2, and I'm getting them fixed up with the FBI and trying to work this out and keep these boys and girls out of trouble, because I think there was maybe someone behind it, but I don't think all these people were guilty of a crime. I don't think they all knew what they were doing. I think they all got caught up in it, like young people can, and I personally feel a sense of responsibility for them, even though I feel as though, depends on how I handle this, this could ruin my life. I mean, that's not even joking. I can't believe after all these years and building up and selling all the things I have and getting 10% here, getting 10% there, getting 10% here, and putting together a couple $1 million, I can go away in legal fees because some damn kid who thinks he can make a Blair Witch Project like Orson Welles and scare the hell out of people and think they're dead for months, and it's just like, it ain't right. It's just there's nothing right about it. So I'm just going to go down and fix it right now. But I just want to make this quick tape and just as like a video affidavit and say to my agency, CAA, to the studios, to ABC Universal, to Comcast, and to all the especially Robert Bryan, COO of programming there, who I grew up in Louisiana with Mr. Roberts, and he's the last man I'd ever want to alienate from something like this. So it's like I just want to get it on the record that I did not have any knowledge of this, and I sincerely I apologize for what to the families that were. Who went through such an ordeal for so long, for those months. I mean, for how many, 3 or 4 months they're going on, where they thought the child had died, and then to see it coming on TV and to be getting these checks, be getting paid for the death of your child is just, I mean, it's the worst thing in the world that can happen, combined with a good thing that makes it all upside down and sideways. And I'm a part of it, and I'm the genesis of it, and the project came to me, and I could have ignored it. I mean, yeah, the FBI, I had to watch those things because they came to me, but hey, I don't know, fate or destiny sent them to me. I thought I hit the jackpot when I got those tapes, and I sat down and watched a few of them with those FBI agents. But now looking back, be careful what you wish for, because I always wished for, another Judge Shaw, sell. I don't believe in that when I was trying to sell that. I mean. Hey, Mr. Roberts, Mr. Bryan, rather himself, he passed on that. He laughed his ass off when I was telling him about that Sinker girl. He said he just laughed his ass off, and now we laugh about it over some Southern Comfort when we talk about the ratings and how it just blew out. It's the highest rated show on MTV. So it's like you ask yourself, you see where these kids get these ideas from. They see paranormal activity and they see all these things, and you never know what might come up from it. So anyway, this is just getting it out there that I just want to apologize. Don't know when I'll be back. Don't know if I'll be able to reach down there in the islands. Don't want to really disclose my location just because I don't want anyone else involved. I think it's my problem. It's my mess to clean up, and I want to do that right now. And I have contacted the authorities. I have contacted a special agent who's going to be flying down there and meeting me. And just wanted to say here now that I'm packed up and I'm ready to go, and I'm going to see this thing through. And I might have been a little bit crass early talking about my 10% on this next season. And while that is accurate, I'll get paid. And by no means am I doing it opportunistically. Frankly, I see this as an attempt to bring closure on something that was going to be widely misunderstood. I mean, the public's going to eviscerate these people. They're going to think they're nothing but, opportunistic pieces of shit that exploited and manipulated the American public. And frankly, I don't think these kids had done that. Maybe there's one or two of them did, but I don't think they all should be blamed and have their life ruined like that. So I'm just going to try to help these boys and girls, and I want to help myself, frankly, and help me in my own. So I'm going to go do that, and I just want to make this little, shitty ass with my damn camcorder, just for the record, that I knew nothing about this, and I stand by that, and I'll testify that in the court of law, in any court of law. In up here in California, down south in Dixie, wherever you want to say it, I will, as long as it's on American soil, I will testify, and as long as my hand can be pulling that Bible and I can swear to God, I will. God help me. Praise Jesus. Well, proud to say that I closed the deal today. Yeah, I sold them. My mentor grew up in the same Louisiana parish I did. Yep, he's the COO of Comcast, the NBC Universal. He had passed on Jersey Shore when I pitched him a few years ago. Well, I didn't really believe in the project myself at the time, I'll admit, but the numbers make a believer out of anybody. Anyway, once I pitched him this whole idea of the graduation party, showed him some of the footage I got in that mysterious FedExes. It took a few minutes, but I sold them. I sold them good. Got a really good price. I set a record for reality programming in terms of the actual hours and per capita ratio, dynamic breakdown, if you will. And you know what I did? I splurged on my 10%. Yeah. 1 hour after I made my deal, it was around 3 o'clock this afternoon, I went out and bought something I've been dying to buy for years. And I'm ashamed to say I spent the whole 10% on it, which was, close to almost about $1 million. About 900 and change. You know when I bought? Guess. What? Think like a minor league baseball team, or maybe one of those supercars from the Germans, one of those assholes in Europe, build nice cars, Japanese, one of those things. Nah, I mean, I like my cars and everything, but I build American, Ford Tough, and some Mustangs and shit like that. No. We out here in LA, you gotta play the game. You can't be a southern boy like me. I mean, I'll never change the way I talk, but I gotta change the way I dress, and I gotta change the way I carry myself. So, I dropped it was $928 without the tax on this baby right here. Yeah, modern art. Modern fucking art. Yeah, I mean, it's actually cardboard and twine. That's all it is, really, actually. But it's apparently really hot artist who well, actually, he's becoming a she. He's in the middle of a gender reassignment thing, which I think just heightens the value of the product or the work piece or whatever the fuck they call these things. Point is, it's an investment. It's a tax shelter. I mean, I can't stand looking at the thing, but you know, my guests will be very impressed because you know, you look at this thing, and you say, you know, this is a bond making scheme with this guy's name. You know, they'll be really impressed. You know, it's like you're buying the name. You ain't even buying art. You're buying the name. It's like the actor thing. It's all a game. It's all y'all become. You become commodified at some point. I mean, that's what I do. I just buy and sell these people, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm not exploiting them. I'm helping them, feeding the families. But she's a beaut, ain't she? She's a beaut. And I got her for a bargain. I mean, you guys. We went to Sotheby's. They had the auction. You know, model on. They do it about 2 or 3 times a year when they got really good pieces in there. And, only 900. I thought it was going to go past $1 million, but it didn't. I was so happy about that. You know, that's because I didn't want to spend more than my 10% on it. You know, because it was like, you know, I just made that deal. It was just clean. It was clean. So now I got it hanging right here. You know, I got to figure out like a real like, impressive place to hang it. You know, some place where, you know, if someone walks by it, they won't, you know, destroy it, since it's, again, just paper and string and twine that I could probably put together for 57 cents. And the tools of a kindergartner, but hey, what do I know about art? You know, I had about one artist who was he took his own feces and he put it in a box. Like we packaged them up. And one sold. This is no shit. This sold in London last year for like $250,000. 8 ounces of the man shit. He sold his shit. I mean, so when you say that, Mom, no, it's a bunch of shit. You ain't kidding. You ain't lying. But this ain't shit. This ain't shit. Can't say that about this. This is bullshit. I'm gonna return it. What the hell did I spend $1 million on this? This is absolute bullshit. I need to stop this thing. Yeah, Talawanda. Yeah. First of all, you got to call up the you got to do a few things for me. I've been packing up these boxes all morning. I need you to do one thing for me right here. I need you to oops.